Kia ora, good evening. National's finance spokesman Stephen Joyce is refusing to accept he made any error when he claimed there's an $11.7 billion hole in Labour's figures. But there's been a chorus of experts saying Joyce got it wrong. They include 8 respected economists and business journalists, from ANZ's chief economist Cameron Bagri and Shamabeel Yaqub to New Zealand Herald columnist Brian Fellow and Ganesh, the boss of BERL, the firm that reviewed Labour's figures. Emma Jolliffe has more.
Stephen Joyce, unflinching and totally unapologetic.
This is no smear. This is the reality of it. I'm quite genuinely concerned.
Joyce yesterday claiming Labor has an $11.7 billion hole in its fiscal plan.
Bluntly, that assertion is fiction. The hole is not there. The dollars have all been accounted for.
The New Zealand Initiative too says National's wrong.
This is a relatively simple error. An accounting student at high school would have been able to pick this up.
And this, he says, is why.
National has looked at one line in Labour's budget and extrapolated from there without looking at the other 16 or so lines in the budget.
Joyce is unrepentant.
BERL, ANZ, the New Zealand Initiative, they are all saying you've got it wrong.
Well, I'm sorry, but they have obviously misunderstood how the government's budget is allocated.
I know what National are trying to do here is damage Labour's economic credibility.
These are not my numbers. These are for Labor to justify. And so far, all I've had back from them is some sort of, I've done a terrible, dirty politics, I've done a smear or whatever. I've just told them to go and add up their numbers.
Every respected economic commentator in New Zealand who's commented on this has said that Stephen Joyce is just plain wrong. He actually owes New Zealanders an apology for so willfully misleading them.
Labor says these are the actions of a desperate finance minister, but Joyce says Labor simply needs to front up with numbers that are believable.
Emma Jolliffe joins us now for more on this. And Emma, the economists say there is no fiscal hole, but are they entirely backing Labour's sums?
Well, Sam, the NZIER agrees with our economists that there is no hole, but says that Labour's operating allowance is too tight to allow for things like wage rises for police or others in the public sector. ANZ's chief economist Cameron Bagri agreed that there is no hole as Joyce describes it, but says that Labor wouldn't have much to play with, and the wheels of government do still need to turn. That costs money and they do still need to be funded. Sam.
Emma, thank you.